All right, everyone. So now that we've had some time to play with the new units that have dropped for the worldwide download celebration for both JP and Global Dokkan Battle, the new Tech Super Saiyan Goku and the new STR Final Form Cooler, I have made an updated top 10 overall units in Dokkan. These are the units that I personally think are the top 10 across a variety of content in the game. This is just up to part 1 of the worldwide download celebration. It does not include the units that are yet to be released in part 2. We're assuming it's going to be Metacooler and some form of Vegeta and Goku, but that remains to be seen, right? So this also is from the perspective of a JP player, okay? Not global. Like, I do take insight from global as well, but JP like has that insight as well. So you'll see what I mean. So let's start off at what I think is number 10 right now, and that is the Easy A for Goku Black and Zamasu. So they got their Easy A, just you can see here on July 14th. What an Easy A this was. It dropped alongside the STR Trunks and My LR Easy A, and these guys blew that unit way out of the water. Like, it wasn't even close. What were they thinking when they dropped it? So, this unit became a Tech-type Key 4 HP attack and defense 120% leader. Their super attack, they raise attack for 1 turn, colossal damage, okay. They raise defense by 30% for 3 turns. Okay, that's a pretty good mechanic, you might think. Wait, they're 18 key. Raises attack for 1 turn, Mega Colossal, raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. 6 turns, right? Hold on. Passive skill. They just recover 15% HP at the start of turn. That's already really good. HP regen is really powerful right now. Key plus 2, defense plus 50%, right? They just get that. And then key plus 2, defense plus 50%, guards all attacks for 3 turns from the start of turn, and then attack plus 100% when performing a super attack. Then they get an additional key plus 1 up to 4, attack and defense plus 30%, with each attack received up to 120%. This unit is nothing short of amazing. They're on the Trunks and Vegeta leader skill that came out during the Town About Us celebration, right? You're most likely going to pair them up with the Int Merge Zamasu that came out on JP. They're a match made in heaven. Very powerful rotation. The only thing really holding this unit back is currently they do not have a 200% leader skill. That's one of the main things holding them back right now, right? Because when they're fully built up, they're like 500 plus K defense before super attack, right? And then imagine you get a double super attack and it's just, 30%, 30% again. It's like, oh my God, these guys are defensive gods. But they're also shooting out 10 million, 13 million plus attack stats, right? At the rainbow level, keep that in mind. So, Link skill is also very important. They have Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Prepared for Battle, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. They have a phenomenal Link set. Very powerful unit. They've been around since near the beginning of Dokkan. This is one of the OG LRs to come out in the game, right? LR, Int Gohan was the first one to come out, and then what? Broly? Was it Majin Vegeta after that? But these guys were like shortly after that. Yeah, I think they came before Cell. Maybe. I can't remember for certain. Categories, as I said, they're on Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Join Forces, Worldwide Chaos. So you'll get a lot out of them on Realm of Gods on the ROF Blues leader. They are on the 180% Int Vegito Easy A Patara team. Future Saga is where you'll most likely run them right now, and that's on Trunks and Vegeta's leader skill, right? Very powerful unit. They definitely deserve... Where are they? Oh my goodness. Right here. They definitely deserve a top 10 spot. They were a lot okay. Let me tell you guys, in the previous video I made, if you're interested where I placed everyone beforehand, you can go check out my worldwide download celebration tier list. They were like number 4 or something, right? And now they're number 10. It's like, what? How did that change so much? And we're gonna put Janemba at number 9 is where I'm leading into next. Why is Janemba all of a sudden number 9? He was much higher in my initial rankings. When I say higher, I mean like lower, if that makes any sense. Janemba's number 9. This is mainly due to the release of a certain unit for the worldwide download celebration, STR LR Cooler. With his team, Janemba has finally gotten a 200% leader skill. He's gotten a partner in the form of STR Cooler. They are a force to be reckoned with, a very powerful rotation. Now, Janemba, let's go over him real quick. Corroded Body and Mind or Movie Bosses category, Key 4, 150%. Leader skill sucks, right? I mean, it's fine for like Dokkan Battlefield or whatever, but really you're not going to run this. 12 key sucks. 18 key sucks. Mega Colossal greatly lowers defense. New units these days, they raise attack and defense on super, they lower attack, they greatly raise, they stack, stuff like that. These effects for super attack are the old ways of Dokkan, and new units do not do this anymore. Janemba is like one of the first of the good yellow coin LRs that we've been getting, but I will say his super attack is a little mediocre. Passive skill. Attack and defense plus 120%. Okay, sounds good. Guards all attacks within the same turn as the first or second attacker in a turn. That's very good. Keep in mind, first or second attacker. If he's in slot 3, he's not guarding, very vulnerable to attacks. Keep that in mind. He gets key plus 2 up to 6, and attack and defense plus 22% up to 66% with each attack performed as the second or third attacker in a turn. You only want Janemba as the third attacker at like the beginning of a turn, and it's like, oh shit, he was in the 7th slot, or oh man, I gotta bump him off to get him on rotation with who I need, right? He has a high chance of nullifying Key Blast super attacks directed at that character, which is, that activates a lot of the time, actually. It's really good. So the thing about Janemba is he's still good right now. He is going to start to fall off. This is kind of the limit of difficulty that I can see Janemba being good in, because after this, right, once you build up his passive, he doesn't gain defense anywhere else, right? New units these days, you see them, they get X amount of stats at the beginning of the turn. Oh, on super attack, I also gain attack and defense plus 50%. Like if we look at the ROF gods, for example, like they gain attack and defense plus 50% on super attack. And then a lot of units like ROF Vegeta on super attack, oh, I'm also greatly raising attack and defense. Yeah, Janemba doesn't have any of that, right? So guard is a very powerful mechanic. Let me tell you that right now. Very powerful. But it only works if it's used in conjunction with a good defensive stat. So that's why Tech Ultimate Gohan has remained so relevant throughout the years. He greatly raises attack and defense on super attack, right? So he is constantly building that on top of his guard. That is like the main reason why Gohan is so good. He will guard almost anything. He's getting kind of pushed out now because of a lack of leader skill. I mean, he does have a 200% now. Not a very good one though, right? But he's just not able to stack fast enough because he doesn't gain anything on super attack besides his super attack effect, if you know what I mean, right? He greatly raises attack and defense on super, but on his passive, he doesn't gain anything on super, which a lot of units are doing lately. So Janemba is definitely worthy of a number 9 slot. Before I end, he does have an active skill. It's a rage. It can be useful, right? It can be activated when HP is 66% or more, starting from the 6th turn. Oh man, they made this guy the devil. 666. Oh man, I didn't catch that before. From the start of battle. He's got... Oh, actually, his rage mode is also like UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. Destructive damage. High chance of performing a crit. High chance of performing a crit. So, if he super attacks or attacks... No. He has to super attack, sorry. And then he gets an additional, it's a guaranteed crit, right? Like Vegeta and Goku, the 6-year anniversary units. So Janemba, lastly, he's got Big Bad Bosses, very good. Shocking Speed, kind of good. Metamorphosis, he shares that with Cooler. Brutal Beatdown, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. You're gonna, with Cooler, probably his best linking partner, you'll see Big Bad Bosses, Metamorphosis, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. That's more than enough. That's all you need. Categories: Movie Bosses, Transformation Boost, Exploding Rage, Corroded Body and Mind, and Accelerated Battle. So for those reasons, Janemba's number 9. Who do you think's number 8? I'll let you guess. Time's up. My number 8 pick is Merged Zamasu, right? Merged Zamasu, like Goku Black, used to be much higher, but things have kind of changed since this worldwide download celebration. So, just a quick little recap on him. Worldwide Chaos or Patara, Key +4, HP Attack and Defense 150. Meh. Here's where he gets real good. 12 key. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, lowers attack. This is what I'm talking about when I say a great super attack mechanic. 18 key. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Mega Colossal. Greatly lowers attack. Merged Zamasu has top 5 best super attack effects in the game. For an LR. Easy. He's up there with Ultimate Gohan, right? So, his passive skill. Activates the entrance animation once only. Key +1 per key sphere retained for 5 turns. From the start of turn, if there's another Patara category ally attacking in the same turn. That's fairly easy to activate. You are going to want to have him with Goku Black and Zamasu. Odds are you're running AGL Goku Black, STR Rose, 1C ZZ8, those kinds of units. So fairly easy to activate. He changes key spheres to int. He gets attack and defense plus 100%. He naturally just reduces damage received by 20%, and then plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. This is what I'm talking about with the new units that have these bonus effects that activate outside of the start of turn, right? So you get your start of turn calculations, and then you perform a super attack. Oh, I got attack and defense plus 50%. Oh, attack and defense plus 50%, right? Things start adding up very quickly, right? Keep in mind, I'm not 100%. I'm fairly certain passive effects on super only activate the 1 time, but super attack effects can activate multiple times, right? So Zamasu, he also launches an additional super attack when performing an ultra super attack. Do you know how nuts that is? So he's like, okay, I have attack and defense plus 100%. I have all my start of turn effects, support, whatever. Oh, I gain 50% when performing a super attack. Oh, it's an 18 key. I just greatly raised attack and defense. Oh, wait, I get an additional super attack because it's an 18 key. Hey, look, I got another 50% attack and defense on my super attack effect. Hey, wait, my hidden potential activated. I just did super attack. 3, right? His main, his additional, yeah, and then his hidden potential. Sorry, I'm used to Cooler attacking like 20 bajillion times. Sometimes you gotta count that, right? Okay, so let's move on. His attacks are effective against all types when Ki is 24. What? Look at how long. We're only halfway through this man's stupid passive skill. Zamasu does like everything. This is like one of my personal like top 10, top 5 maybe even units in the game. I love Zamasu. I think he's very outstanding. Plus an additional damage reduction of 2% within the same turn with each attack received, up to 10. You're not really going to notice that. Like, it's going to have an effect, but not a huge effect, right? Like, in Red Zone and Cell Max, it's not going to save you if you're going to get KO'd anyway from like a 1.8 million attack stat from Cell Max, right? That is not going to be the deciding factor. It'll help you with normals for sure, because these bosses throw out like 1,000 normal attacks. So in that regard, yes, it will help. All right. Ki +1. Each time the character receives an attack 5 or more times during battle, up to 5. So far, I haven't really noticed this too much. It's happened like 2-3 times most that I've really noticed it. Not a huge ability, but I mean, it's there, right? He is a slot 2 unit though, right? So keep that in mind. Recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn in which his character received an attack 5 or more times during battle. So that's how that works is turn 1, he gets hit twice. Turn 3, next time you see him, he gets hit 3 times. Okay, boom, 10% recovery. That's how that works. It counts up to 5, and then once you hit 5, 10% HP recovery. So that's actually a really good ability. You combine that with like LR Goku Black and Zamasu, like 15% HP. There's turns you're going to get where you recover 25% HP, and that's a noticeable amount of health. When you're rocking teams with like 700k HP, that's a chunk of health, right? Okay, last part. Great chance of evading enemies' unarmed super attack and countering with tremendous power. You're not going to see this, like, very often at all. How they changed super attack types in the game, it used to be just super attack. And then it was melee and blast. They should have stopped right there. Melee and blast. No, they went a step further. They added weapon and other, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it... Yeah, Cell Max, for example, is an other. In Zamasu's reveal, he counters Trunks, who has a weapon. So when it says unarmed, that must be a melee, right? That must be what it's referring to. Hold on. Let's see. STR Kid Buu. I've seen him counter a lot before. Let's see what his says. Yeah, nullifying unarmed super attacks. So that counts for weapon and melee, right? So you won't see that too often, like 5% of the time, if I had to give it a number, if that. But that's about where that's at. So he also has an active skill. Wow, this unit goes on forever. He massively raises attack temporarily, ultimate damage, and stuns for 1 turn. That's great in like Super Battle Road, for example, but you're not really going to see it in Super Battle Road. Why? Because of the active skill condition. After performing 5 or more super attacks during battle, at most, at the earliest, you will see this turn 5. Super Battle Road does not go on till turn 5, which is kind of a bummer. So maybe there will be events where we can start to do stuff like this, where we get hit a lot, for example. Maybe. For now, no. His Link skill is... It's like upper mid-tier, I would say. Big Bad Bosses, of course, is one of the best links in the game. Dismal Future, Godly Power, Fused Fighter, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. For the most part, you won't see Godly Power or Fused Fighter if you have them linked with the EZA, Goku Black, and Zamasu, right? Then categories, he's on Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Final Trump Card, Worldwide Chaos, Battle of Fate, and Fused Fighters. So he is on LR Trunks and Vegeta's 200% lead. Very good leader skill for him. It's just unfortunate that the Goku Blacks aren't on that lead, right? So, for these reasons, yeah, Zamasu is my number 8. Okay, we can get rid of that. Okay, who's lucky number 7? It is Goku and Gohan. So let's find them. Nope, not them. Nope, right here. So I think they were in my last video. I can't remember exactly where they were. I think they were higher too. Everyone used to be higher. It's just that the new LRs came out, right? So Goku and Gohan, they lead Goku's family or Kamehameha, Key 4, HP attack and defense 150. They raise defense on Super on their 12 key, and they raise attack and defense on their 18 key, right? Passive skill, attack plus 59%, defense 58%, plus an additional attack and defense and chance of performing a crit plus 5% per key sphere obtained. Pretty good, but here's where they get a bit more nutty. An additional attack plus 59% and defense plus 58% when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack plus 59% and defense plus 58% if it's an 18 key super attack. So they start getting like 10 million attack stats quite easily as long as it's an 18 key super attack. Plus an additional key plus 1 per key sphere obtained. That's a very powerful key mechanic, by the way. It's very easy. I say that, but I actually don't get their 18 key as often as I would like to. But nevertheless, that's a good key mechanic. They launch an additional super attack within the same turn when the character's active skill is activated or when key is 20 or more. So it's like the SS4s or the LR Gods, how they work, right? Their active skill massively raises attack, ultimate damage to enemy, all attacks become crits, just like the Year 7 LRs. Fairly easy to activate. One enemy, 59% HP or less, starting from the 5th turn, or when HP is 58% or less, starting from the 7th turn, right? So I have them at 7th place. They've gone ahead of Zamasu and Goku Black and Zamasu because of the new Goku unit that came out. They are a great unit with the new Goku. I think they share 6 out of 7 links. Like if we go Dokkan best linking partner, for example, right? Oops. So if we go here, this is the website I used to get stats, by the way, or see what characters link up really well together. So look at this, 6 links, right? So they get attack 50%, 15% on super, defense plus 5, key 3. Who cares about that? So the thing is, they really desperately needed a slot 1 unit. Goku and Gohan, the STR Dokkan Fest that came out, they could provide that only when they exchanged into Gohan and got the guard. That's the only time that happened. Now with Goku out, hey, it's fair game. 6 links active. I have a slot 1 unit. This guy is amazing now, right? So definitely consider using that as a rotation, as it's very powerful. Let's see, their link skill, Golden Warrior, all in the family, same warrior race, Super Saiyan, prepare for battle, fierce battle, legendary power. What doesn't? All in the family. Okay, yeah, so he just doesn't have all in the family. Categories: Joined Forces, Goku's Family, Super Saiyan, Android Cell Saga, Kamehameha, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Bond of Parent and Child. So they, because they have Goku as a partner now, I've moved them above those other units that I had before. Okay, so who's next? Golden Frieza. AGL Golden Frieza. This unit is so good and so hyped. Yeah, he definitely deserves it. He used to be lower than them. Where'd I put the new one? Right there. Now he's number 6. Easy. Easy number 6 for me. Why? Just like Janemba, STR Cooler now exists. And AGL Golden Frieza now has a 200% leader skill. This guy is just a god for the first few turns, and even when his damage reduction wears out, he still tanks superbly well. The only enemy I do not recommend running him into is Cell Max, because he has type disadvantage, and Cell Max is like a cheat code in Dokkan for just killing every unit instantly. So, AGL Golden Frieza. Whoops. Resurrected Warriors are Planetary Destruction, Key 4, 150. Yeah, bad leader skill, right? Or not meta, I should say. Super attack, he raises attack for 1 turn, colossal damage, lowers attack and defense. That's not bad. Wish he raised defense, but we'll take it. 18 key, attack and defense for 1 turn. Okay, there we go. And Mega Colossal. So very good. Passive skill. He activates the entrance animation upon entering the attacking turn and reduces damage received by 90%. 90. Yes, you heard that right. He is a monster. Damage reduction reduces by 10% at the start of each turn up to negative 60%, right? So, say you have him turn 1, he's got 90% damage reduction. Next rotation comes in, he's got 80% damage reduction. So the next time you see him on turn 3, he has 70% damage reduction, right? And it's going to keep going like that until he's at 30% damage reduction. It starts when you first see him, though, not when the first turn starts. So if he's in slot 7, you're not going to see him until turn 3, but he'll have 90% damage reduction, okay? Very important to keep that in mind. So, he gets Ki plus 5 and attack and defense plus 100%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 100%, and launches an additional super attack when HP is 50% or more. Very good. The additional supers are crazy with units lately. Plus an additional Ki plus 2 and defense plus 50% for the rest of the battle after 5 or more super attacks have been launched during battle. And then plus an additional Ki plus 2 and attack plus 50% for the rest of battle after receiving 5 or more attacks during battle. Frieza, he is always launching his 18 key super attack when I have him. Very easily, way more common than Goku and Gohan. This Golden Frieza is very good. I've been running him as my slot 1 unit lately on the Cooler team, and then having STR Cooler as the unit slot 2 unit, right? That rotation is we got our defense and then we got our offense. And Cooler can be good defensively. He just needs to get like 1 or 2 defensive boosts in from his 12 key, right? So Frieza does come with an active skill. Massively raises attack temporarily. Mega Colossal to all enemies. He blows up the earth, right? Can be activated when HP is 50% or less, starting from the third turn from the start of battle. His link set is fairly good. There's only 2 links you really won't see. So he's got Prodigy, Strongest Clan in Space, Universe Most Malevolent, Super God Combat, Resurrection F, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Really, you're not going to see Resurrection F or Super God Combat unless you run him on the ROF Gods team. But odds are you're going to run him on Cooler's team. Categories, he's on a buttload. Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Revenge, Inhuman Deeds, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Mastered Evolution, Sworn Enemies, and Battle of Fate. So, this Golden Frieza he's useful everywhere I run him, honestly. And with Cooler coming out, he has skyrocketed in the rankings for me. I think I had him lower before than like all of these guys except for Janemba, but now he's definitely shot way up for me. Okay, so Golden Frieza. Who is next? That's right, we're finally on to the Year 7 LRs. Now, why do I have Gogeta below the gods? The SS4 is below the gods. Well, I'll tell you why. It mainly has to do with the release of the new Tech Super Saiyan Goku, right? Okay, so let's get into it. SS4s. Yeah, I know I've got like dupes of all of them here. I just want to keep it the same, right? Okay. So they've got great leader skill, Fuse Fighters and GT Heroes, and then Kamehameha gets a 30% boost, right? For the 200% leader skill. Their super attack, their 12 key and 18 key, exact same thing. They stack attack and defense infinitely, right? Very good effect. They have an entrance animation. It's getting kind of boring now. Sometimes you turn it off. I mean, it's still a great entrance animation, don't get me wrong. When you see it a lot, though, you're like, oh, okay. Thank God they added an option to turn it off. So they guard all attacks for the first turn from the start of turn. That's very good. It really helps them because they can be caught lacking defensively for the next turn or two, right? An additional key +1 per type key sphere obtained, and an attack and defense plus 77% for 7 turns from the start of the turn. Keep that in mind. That is basically the limit. You want to stay as these guys. Then you want to transform, right? Unless you're up against really tough enemies. So attack and defense plus 120%, an additional key +1 per type key sphere obtained. So they're getting, what, 3 key per key sphere? Per type key sphere? Yep. Chance of performing a crit plus 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. They launch an additional super attack guaranteed when key is 20 or more, and attacks effective against all types when key is 24. Super Saiyan 4s are extremely powerful. When AGL Goku and STR SS4 Vegeta got their easy A's, these guys just became the best unit in the game. Like, I like the gods more, but at that time, I couldn't really argue with like the better rotation. Like, okay, SS4s, I love the SS4s too. They're the best unit in the game. They can fuse starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Link skill, decent link skill. Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, GT, Saiyan Roar, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Their best linking partner is AGL, LR, SS4 Goku, and you will get Shocking Speed and GT. You get 6 out of 7 links. The only link they don't have is... Huh. What link don't they have? They've got to have Kamehameha, right? Hold on. Here's an easier way to tell. If I just go Goku, right? We go SS4. Yeah, here we go. Where are they caught lacking? Oh, Shocking Speed. Goku doesn't have Shocking Speed. He's got Prepared for Battle. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. All right. But you're still getting Ki from GT at least, right? Yeah, Ki +2. And with their Ki mechanic, they'll be getting like 24 Ki all the time. So category, Fusion, Shadow Dragon Saga, Pure Saiyans, Joint Forces, Kamehameha, Final Trump Card, Giant A Power, GT Heroes, Time Limit, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighter, and Bond of Parent and Child. They can be used on a wide variety of teams. They're a good fill-in unit for most teams, super valuable unit. If you pull them, odds are you can beat most events in the game. Now, when they transform into Gogeta, they become a whole other monster entirely. Gogeta definitely reigns supreme at the top while he was out on JP. Even on Global, for the short time he was out. So, the 12 key super attack changes to greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy. His 18 key massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and disables enemy action once within the turn. These super attack effects are so good. These could be the best super attack effects in the game. Because they go from, say you have 350k defense, you pop this, just this effect alone, 700k defense. That's how good it is, right? Passive skill, attack and defense plus 177%. That's massive. An additional key plus 2 per type key sphere obtained, chance of performing a crit, and reduces damage received by 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. He naturally is effective against all types, medium chance of performing a crit, high chance of launching an additional super attack, high chance of evading enemy super attack, and countering with tremendous power. He does a lot. He's gonna kill anything in front of him. Easy, right? Like the gods, his active skill, ultimate damage, all attacks become crits, can be activated when HP is 50% or less when facing one enemy, or when their HP is 50% or less, right? Link skills and categories do not change at all. Gogeta's very overpowered. Easily one of the best units in the game, has some of the best animations in the game. It's no wonder he is way up here. Now, it shouldn't be a surprise what the next unit is. It's the gods. Why do I have the gods above the SS4s? Let's see. Can I even find the gods? Did I not add them? Oh, right here. Durr. Okay, so the gods are next. I'm not going to spend as much time on them. I'm just going to point out the differences why I believe they're better. Namely, it's because of the new Goku that came out in the game. The gods did have they still have a really good partner in the form of Easy 8 Tech God Goku, who just, any movie boss or pure Saiyans, you just ain't taking damage. He's one of the best slot 1 units in the game. Tech God Goku is probably better than a lot of units in the game, even newer ones. But then this Goku came out, who's another like top 5 unit in the game, easy. He guards, he revives, effective against all types. He does a lot. He has an active skill, like, he's amazing. So, and they share, what, 5 out of 7 links? That's crazy. So the gods got a super powerful partner. The SS4s still only really have AGL SS4 Goku, and, well, here, let's see what their best partner is according to the number cruncher, what we'll call it. It doesn't have JP units, right, though? So we aren't going to see, like, Trunks and Vegeta on here. But yeah, currently on Global, like, SS4 Goku's his best partner. And even down here, right? There's no, like, top-tier slot 1 unit here, right? It does share 4 links with this Goku, though, so... But the teams are the issue, though. So the gods, very identical to the SS4s. Difference is when they transform and the link set and the categories, right? So they're on Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Warrior Gods, Godly Power, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Prepared for Battle is better than Shocking Speed for sure. Just more relevant units have it. I should also say their leader skill is better. Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Movie Heroes. This is like Movie Heroes just got a huge buff. And Power Beyond Super Saiyan is going to be relevant forever. right? Just like LR, Vegeta, and Trunks. Categories are on Fusion, Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, Transformation Boost, Joint Fighters, Movie Heroes, Kamehameha, Final Trump Card, Time Limit, Mastered Evolution, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighters, and Bond of Parent and Child. Now, when they transform, this is one of the biggest key things that, for me, puts the gods above the SS4s. While Gogeta has a chance to counter super attacks, which is powerful, very powerful, it's a 50% chance. And he's also got a 50% chance to additional super attack. And he's just flat out effective against all types. This unit does all that, except for the countering, right? But better. So they massively raise attack and defense, greatly raise attack and defense on their super attack. Keep that in mind for what I'm about to say. They have a chance of performing a critical hit and chance of evading enemies' attack plus 7% per key sphere obtained. By the way, their dodging makes them better against Cell Max. Attacks effective against all types when key is 16 or more. That's very easy to activate. So right away, they're tied with Gogeta for attacks effective against all types. They launch an additional super attack guaranteed when key is 20 or more. This is also very easy to activate. When they're paired with like Tech God Goku and he's changing orbs, you get this all the time. So if we take that and like look at our super attack effects, they're massively raising, so 100%, and they're greatly raising, another 50%. Guaranteed, you can always count on this. They're going to tank attacks better than Gogeta. They have also a medium chance of performing crit and a medium chance of evading attacks. So you have medium chance of evading and 7% per rainbow key sphere of evading as well. So they can dodge a lot. It doesn't really work against Broly, for example, or some other units that cancel dodge. But I think they're guaranteed additional attack. Like, for those two units, you go all in on additional. This unit, triple super attacks for me more often than not, because I maxed out their additional. So they're massively raising, greatly raising again. Their defense is so high, they can barely be touched, except by the highest of damaging attacks. And that's really why I have the gods there, is they're guaranteed additional and Goku, right? Unit 3, I think it should be obvious at this point. Kura, Frieza's brother. Cooler, I think, is like my new favorite unit in the game. He's absolutely amazing. Every day I play the game, I use Cooler every day. It's just way too fun. So, he is the first Dokkan Fest exclusive to come out during the worldwide download celebration. The second one will come out in part 2, probably Vegeta and Goku Super Saiyan during the Metacour movie, right? He is Terrifying Conquerors or movie bosses, key 3, HP attack and defense 170, and then transformation boosts get the bonus 30% support, right? 12 key, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, colossal damage, lowers attack. That's a pretty good super effect. 18 key, he stacks attack, mega colossal damage. It's okay. It could be better. I don't mind the stacking attack, but could be better. I'm a sucker for like raise defense as well. Passive skill, he has maybe the best entrance animation in the game. Orewa Uchu Saikyo da. It's so good. Don't make fun of me for that. Never mind. Make fun of me. I deserve it. So after he activates his entrance animation, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of being a super attack for 3 turns when there's another Terrifying Conquerors category ally on the team at the start of this character's attacking turn. Very easy to activate. You're pretty much only going to run him with other Terrifying Conquerors like Frieza's and Turles and Bojack and whatnot, right? So after that, key plus 5, just key plus 5, attack and defense plus 100%. Plus an additional key plus 1, up to 5, and attack and defense plus 10%, up to 100% with each attack performed. He starts building up like a mad lad. Absolutely, he does. Then he launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. He's like Evolution Blue Vegeta, just in LR and on cocaine. Just, he's crazy, right? Just a super version of that. He launches an additional super attack starting from the turn in which a character performs the 10th attack in battle. So from turn 1, potentially what he could do, super attack, so 18 key, 12 key, 12 key, 12 key, hidden potential 12 key. He can super attack 5 turns, 5 times in his first turn. Now I've also heard that on his 6th turn, if he activates this, he'll get his guaranteed additional super attack for 6 super attacks, up to, right? He can attack up to 6 times in the 2nd turn, as long as you reach this part of his passive, right? And don't forget, each time he's getting his 12 key, he's greatly raising defense. It's like Zamasu, who just keeps greatly raising defense, and he becomes untouchable, right? Cooler is a monster. He is the highest potential of offense in the game. I think he can reach like 60 million attack stat altogether. But his defense becomes godly too. He's also got an active skill. Greatly raises attack temporarily. Ultimate damage to the enemy. Disables enemy action once in the turn. This is actually very good because he stacks his 18 key, so his active skill just gets stronger the more you hold on to it, right? It's easy to activate. You just need to perform 8 attacks during battle. For the first 2 turns you see him, he's guaranteed to do 4. So turn 5, you can activate this, right? Link skill is exactly what we wanted. Very good. Metamorphosis, big bad bosses. Universe's most malevolent, strongest clan in space. Thirst for conquest, fierce battle, legendary power. And his categories are movie bosses, transformation boost, wicked bloodline, terrifying conquerors, target Goku, final trump card, space traveling warriors, and planetary destruction. So how do you run him? You run him on his own team because he's getting the 200% chonky leader skill. But you can either throw like Janemba in slot with him or AGL Golden Frieza in slot 1 with him. There's some other combinations you can do. I'm really hoping they easy A the STR cooler, the one that transforms and has support that we got a while back, because that guy dominated the game for years. And if they easy A him, like, he is the best linking partner with this cooler. So it would be awesome if they did. Okay, number 2. Number 2, sweet 2, Goku. He could be 1. Like, honestly, he could be 1. Let's go over him real quick, and I'll say why he's not number 1, right? For me, he could be number 1 for you, and that I would be like, okay, yeah, sure, makes sense. So, powerful comeback, key 3, HP attack and defense 200%. This is the first legendary Carnival LR that we have gotten on both JP and Global Dokkan, and he's the first unit to have a flat-out 200% leader skill. Powerful comeback is like a meh category, but you can actually use it to great effect. So his super attack, 12 key, greatly raises attack for 1 turn, lowers defense, meh. Ultra super, he raises defense, very good effect, mega colossal. Passive skill, much like Cooler, he just gets key plus 5. He also gets attack and defense plus 159% at the start there. He's attacks effective against all types, plus an additional defense plus 59% within the same turn after receiving an attack. So he gets hit once, it can hurt, it can, and this is kind of why he's number 2, because he can get caught out during that first attack. If it's a super attack, you're going to take a lot of damage in the harder content. If it's not, well, hey, lucky and good for you. Your odds are you're going to win. So, yeah, that 59% is massive, by the way. He also gets an additional ki +1 up to 5, and attack plus 10% up to 59% with each attack received. So Cooler, each time he launches an attack, gets stats. Goku, each time he gets attack, gets stats. But that plays into how they work, because Goku guards all attacks when HP is 60% or more. If HP is 59% or less at the start of the character's attacking turn, he revives with 59% HP recovered when either this character or an ally is KO'd, right? Then after that, he guards all attacks and has a high chance of performing a crit from the start of turn after the revival, right? So this Goku, he's better than Cooler. Why is he better than Cooler? He guards, right? He's a slot 1 unit. There are so few slot 1 units in the game. You think of like Broly, Omega, Cell Max, these units. How many units are good slot 1 before super attacking? You can probably count it on like one hand, maybe. Like this unit, Vegeta and Trunks, Tech God Goku, Gohan when he transforms, Tech Gohan after a bunch of super attacks, right? There's not many besides them at all, right? Maybe in Chilai, I guess, right? So Goku, his active skill greatly raises attack, ultimate damage, and he disables an enemy action. That disabling enemy action has saved my bacon so much. It's easy to activate. Cooler's is easier, but this one's still good. HP is 59% or less starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle or after your revive. Now, going over his link set, he has the exact same link set as LR Namek Goku, so that means he shares 7 of 7 links with AGL LR Gohan. He also shares 6 links with the LR Goku and Gohan. He shares 5 links with the LR Gods. This is the unit that was needed for these other units to just get so much more relevant and just work better, right? This unit coming out buffed a lot of other units. Same with Cooler. Don't get me wrong. Cooler buffed a lot of units too. So his links: Golden Warrior, same warrior race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, prepare for battle, fierce battle, legendary power. And his categories are Pure Saiyans, full power, movie heroes, Goku's family, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, exploding rage, turtle school, powerful comeback, bond of friendship, accelerated battle, bond of parent and child. God. Almost getting tired of reading all this, but we're almost done, guys. There's only one unit left. I think we all know who it is. And it's Piccolo. No, but hey, not joking around. Piccolo is probably better than quite a few of the units up here. Just, but trust me on that one. He can tank Cell Max, which is saying something. Okay, the actual best unit in the game is probably still Vegeta and Trunks. So while Goku does have this insane active skill, not active skill, his revival, his guard, like I was saying, he can get caught out on that first attack. Vegeta and Trunks don't have that weakness unless you aren't planning on using them in slot 1, which is one kind of flaw I have with them, but I mean, for a unit so powerful, they kind of need something to hold them back. They've also got the best leader skill in the game, Bond of Parent and Child, or Future Saga, and then Battle of Fate. Hold on, look at Bond of Parent and Child. This unit's not out on Global. It should be coming out, November? The Tanabata celebration. His banner was not very good on JP, but I recently did a video on telling people how they should probably spend their stones. It is so hard to pass this unit up. I don't know if you can. If you are struggling with any content, you pull this character, you beat all the content, like just automatically. That's how good he is. And look at this roster. UI, the new Goku Gohan, the gods, Gogeta's up here, Namek Goku, Vegito, Kaioken Goku, Vegito again, the SS4's version Z Goku, Gogeta, Look at how big this roster is. This may as well be Goku and Vegeta's family, right? Just keep in mind, this is Vegeta after Trunks gets gravely wounded during the Cell games, like when Cell comes back to life, pretty much, and he kills Trunks, right? The physical Goku's on here. Oh man, I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm talking too much. This video has gone on for a while. Okay, Vegeta and Trunks. They're 12 key. They raise attack and defense for 1 turn. 18 key. They stack attack and defense. Very good. Passive skill. They have an entrance animation. They got key +2 and defense +70%. They guard all attacks for 5 turns from the start of the turn if there's another bond of parent and child category ally attacking in the same turn. Very powerful effect. That 5 turns is actually huge, right? They also get key +2, attack and defense +140%. They launch an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, plus an additional key +1 up to 5, defense +15% up to 75%, and chance of performing a crit +7% up to 35% with each attack received. They're the defensive god of Dokkan. No other unit is as good as them. Like, it's just, Goku is good, Goku comes close, not close enough. So leader skill, they're ahead. Their guarding is just better. Hold up. They also get plus an additional attack and defense +70% and guards all attacks as the first attacker in a turn. This is super easy to activate. You want a slot 1 unit that's good. This is a good slot 1 unit. Their active skill, they buff the team and they crit. Like, what? They massively raise attack temporarily, ultimate damage to the enemy, and all attacks become crits for 1 turn, and they raise allies' defense by 20% for 1 turn. This is the best super attack, active skill in the game. Easy. Like, Kid Gohan's is like up there because it's got the heal, and it does provide a defensive raise, but yo, this guy like triple super attacks in that same turn, and oh my god, you're just cooking. The conditions are fairly easy, starting from the 3rd turn when all allies attacking are future, or when HP is 50% or less from the 5th turn from the start of battle. Their link set is really good. They'll link with a lot of those common LRs. They have Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, and they're on Future Saga, Time Travelers, Joined Forces, Vegeta's Family, Bond of Master and Disciple, Battle of Wits, and Bond of Parent and Child. This is, without a doubt, my number 1 unit in the game. This is a list I've created. So Vegeta and Trunks 1, Goku 2, Cooler 3, Gods 4, SS Force 5, Golden Frieza 6, Goku and Gohan 7, Merge Zamasu 8, Janemba 9, and Easy A, Goku Black and Zamasu 10. After using all of these units, analyzing what they do, playing around with them, this is a conclusion I've come to. Let me know if you guys agree with this list in the comments. I would love to know if you guys think other units should be placed higher, lower. Maybe I'm forgetting a unit. Let me know. That's pretty much it. This video's dragged on for a while. I won't keep you much longer. If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Later.